just taking a walk now back to the front of the farm. What I want to do this evening, dogs barking in the background. What I want to do this evening is I want to actually just, because I would like to start digging a trench for water. You know, as everyone would know, water is super necessary on a farm, especially a farm with animals. Actually, any farm. Farm of plants. Plants actually may need a lot more water than the animals will. So an animal could go a couple hours without water, but plants, once that soil gets dry and that soil gets hot, then it's hard to, you know, catch the plants, catch back a plant's health without sustainable water. So what we're looking at is around this area here. I'm going to start to dig a trench. I'm going to come back through, probably going to cut it along the road, along here, going back to the back. I actually put up, last time I shot a video, I haven't had this up. This is my garbage depot. We had a couple days of, not days, hours of some last night and so on, so the lid caught a little bit of water. I cover it so it doesn't get thing. All here has to get cleaned up, but I'm going to use all of this as burn wood for when I'm doing my furnaces and burning all the debris and stuff. All this has to be tidied up and stuff that's not necessary. So anyway, so what we're going to be looking at doing is digging a trench along, probably along either on the road itself or just at the back there by the pallet. You see there at the back by the bush, and down and just around the corner to about that tree there. So that's what we may be looking at doing. I am suspecting that this is going to be a lot of work, because we're only doing it by hand. We're gonna have a pickaxe and what you call a drill, what masons would call a drill, and that's what we will be digging it with. At some point, what I think we'll do is we're gonna cross the road here and come up to this point. So we're gonna cross the road and then we're gonna go on the outside of the road here and then along the side, and it's gonna stop somewhere around there. So that is once all goes to plan. That is my afternoon. That's what I would like to happen this afternoon. I put up Chaos already. Chaos, he's in one of the side kennels, so that he doesn't really get in the way once we try to mark out, because he's not gonna sit quiet when we're doing our work. So I put him up. He's up in his side kennel here. That's Chaos.
Good boy, Chaos. Good boy. Good boy, Chaos. Good boy.
That's Chaos. Nike's still out. She's gonna stay out with us. She's not really in the game. Nirvana's and Nike. Good pitbull. Alright. You know, over the last couple of days, I got a lot of work done. This is something that I actually finished in the last, let's say, a week. Right? The rain kind of really came down and slowed me down, and I'm shooting this video really to, you know, to talk to you guys about not having to be perfect, you know. Me, I always complain about Nike drinking. Me, I always complain about what I can get done and in the time I can do it, and you know. And what I've learned is that you take your time, especially if you want it done to a specific level of expertise. You're gonna take your time. I'm a graphic artist by trade. I am no form or fashion any kind of tradesman. Like, when I say tradesman, I mean, like, I don't have a plumbing bone, a masonry bone, a carpentry bone, a builder's bone in my body. But I will tell you that this kennel here that we're looking at is an 8x4x4 kennel. 4 feet from the bottom of the kennel here, which is the base, to the top is 4 feet, then from the front corner to the back corner here, that is 4 feet, and then obviously that leaves now the width of it being 8 feet. So technically it's a full sheet of plywood, right? I took my time and I started to build this about 6 days ago, obviously bearing in mind that I do have a career. I have an office job, if that's what you want to call it. I have an office job, and that, you know, I can only be here probably on evenings or early mornings when I come to feed the animals and so on. I'm here on an evening, then when I come back to feed them, then I spend a little bit more time, probably put in a little bit of work to get stuff like this done. Now what I'm saying is, to me, this kennel, or what they will call like a whelping box. You know, a whelping box is a box that the bitch will have her puppies in. As you will see, it has a hole for her to go in, and on the inside she can have her puppies in there. I will go through the design of this kennel in detail a little bit later, but I started this whelping box, or this HighBox or heat box, a couple days ago, and I had no idea. I only had a design in my head. I'm a graphic designer by trade again, so I had a design in my head. Yes, I have managed to put together some other wooden structures, great, but in no form or fashion have I ever tried to put together a project like this, especially by myself. So I was really like a fish out of water. Now I'm telling you guys this to tell you that you don't want to always, especially here in Barbados, you don't always want to run to a contractor, because they charge you a lot of money, especially for something like a farm. You don't have a lot of money to spend. Most of your money, you want your money to go towards your animals and the care of your animals and feeding your animals, etc. So you don't want to feel like you know, oh Lord, well, I have a lot of things to do, but I can't do it because my money is tied up in construction of buildings. No, I just run you out Nike because I guess the kennel, it's nothing really to see, so she's just a lot livelier than just sitting and watching the kennel as I talk. So I had the design in my head for a couple of weeks. I drew it on paper, I measured it to a T. I made sure that everything was in place. Then I went and I ordered the materials. Some of the materials are scrap materials, so that means that my brother, who just finished construction, he was into construction. He had some scrap wood, so I managed to get some scrap wood from him. I have another friend of mine that does bus shelters, so I managed to get some galvanized, which is all the galvanized that you see around the farm. Shout out to my partner. He knows who he is. I don't have to call names. Sun's hot, so she's gonna cool up for a little bit too. So he helped me out with all the galvanized that you see. All the galvanized here, all the roofing of everything was from his side. So I managed to compile that to get the roofing and stuff done. So you're looking to save costs wherever you can. Not to be cheap, but to save costs. Saving costs is very, very important on a farm. Again, you want your funds to go as much as possible into your animals and into the health and the care of your animals. So I did that. The most expensive things on this whelping box is the 2x4s, which are treated 2x4 lumbers, which is the structure of it, of the external skeleton of the whelping box, the frame, should I say. So it goes all the way to the floor, the cross beams, and then a lot of the other things are scrap wood. The floorboards are scrap wood, the doors are scrap wood. Then obviously you have plywood sheets, which is the top, back, the side, a lot of the sides. Now this design, the reason why they did it is so that when the rains come or the sun comes, like on an afternoon when the sun is really coming over the hill, this box stays cool, this kennel stays cool all day long. This kennel has no sun, no rain in it whatsoever at any point of the day or of the night. It cannot get wet because of how it is designed. And then on the inside is really cool. It's breezy because of the wire at the back, and then we have the piece at the top that stops a lot of the excess sunlight coming in. So this whelping box really does stay really cool over the time. Now the door here, this is a solid door made out primarily of 1x3s. The 1x3, I have sandwiched wire, a 1x1 inch 14 gauge wire in between. As you can see, the wire is in between two 1x3s, and that makes this door a really sturdy door, and that goes like that all the way around the door. As you can see, the whole thing is sandwiched. This is a solid door. I put 2 latches onto it, 2 clips onto this door here, so kind of hard to do with one hand, but so it pulls in and it clips all the way, and so for the same for the bottom, and that way this secures this door, can't budge, right? I also put on a clasp for a lock. Obviously, as many of you all will know, the clasp, the screws are hidden, so that let's say there is someone that tries to get in, the clasp on the are hidden, the screws on the clasp are hidden, and they have no luck trying to get this open or undone. There's 1x1 wiring all the way around this kennel. All the wiring used for this kennel is a 1x1 14 gauge welded wire, 4 feet high again because it's a 4 feet tall whelping box. The reason I did it 4 feet tall is so that at any given point in time, the dog in there can jump, stretch, you know, she can stretch on the floor, she can jump up on top of the box, she can look out if she has to look out, and she still doesn't rub her back, because ideally the size of my dogs are quite neat, should I say. I like they're all pit bulls, but I like the more terrier type pit bull. So this kind of size dog is what we're looking at. She's actually only about 19 to 20 inches to her back off the ground, so even her box in here is high enough. Her box stops at 24 inches tall, and this again, this is the whelping box part of it. Here is really a heat, it's really what I call a heat slash whelping box. Now when I say a heat box, is when the bitch is in heat, you put her in here because we're still out on a wide piece of land. We have a lot of stray animals, a lot of stray dogs especially, and you don't want her getting impregnated by a stray dog, because then that wastes the heat. You don't really want that. So what I created here is a box that when she's in heat, I can put her in it. She still has area to walk up and down during the day. The floorboards are slotted. I have some big gaps on the outside so that I can always wash it down. What I have to do later is I have to coat it. I bought some compound to coat the floor so that I can always wash it down with the hose if needs be. I put a closer board here so that over here is where she will be fed. The boards are closer here. They're actually touching. You can see on the outside here, the boards are actually touching here, so that if food falls, it wouldn't fall necessarily straight through to the ground, because we don't want too much. We don't want too many rats and stuff getting caught up down here. Now the interesting part about this whole whelping box is, again here, I put for security, I put two latches, 2 sliding latches, and a lock latch. And in here is the interesting part about this box. Now this is the puppy part, right? Here I left the gaps. They're not big enough for puppy's feet to go between, but they are big enough that if debris and stuff gets in here, I can always still push it through the cracks, and it will keep in here nice and clean. In here is also nice and cool. I mean, this is an ideal place for a dog. You may think it's hot. All of the wood here is, although this is directly into the sun, in here it's very cool, because I guess the kennel itself is kept always cool. Now when she has the puppies and she's ready to start weaning them, again, the good part about it and about this design is that as she comes out and she's getting ready to wean those puppies, she can come out. The puppies are going to be you know, following around the kennel a lot. You know, they're going to be weaning, they're going to be trying to nurse and so on. She still has that ability to escape them by going on top of the second level here. She can sleep up here, she can rest up there. The only thing she has to do to get down on the bottom is to eat or to use the bathroom. So she has the area to escape her puppies at the top, because they can be very nuisance when it comes time to when they're 6 weeks, 7 weeks old, and they're about time to wean. So I created this in a way that she can always hop up top to the top, and they will not be able to jump that high and make a nuisance of themselves at this kind of age. My luck had me. It was not really luck, but it was a kind of bad luck. I had just finished creating the whole kennel. I had just put it together. Unfortunately I did it myself. I didn't have any help when I was doing it. So what happened, I had done it on an angle so that I can reach